internet is flooded with a range of football products, with the biggest issue being you're never quite sure whether the product you're seeing is the product you're going to get. So today, I've purchased the top 5 most popular Amazon football products, and I'm going to be testing whether they are good, bad, or most importantly, worth it. The way I'm going to be judging these products is simple. I'm going to be having a look at them, testing them if I need to, and then dividing them into 2 different sections. The good bin for the products I'm going to keep, and the bad bin for the products that are going straight to the donations box. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. About 2 months ago, I ordered the top 5 most popular Amazon products, and they have all arrived. But to make this video just that little bit more interesting, I've also purchased 5 of the cheapest football products that I could find on Amazon. And we're going to be comparing whether maybe staying to the cheap products is better than the popular ones. So let's get started with some of the cheapos. Starting us off is a product coming in at $1.50, and that's $1.50 Australian, by the way. So as cheap as you can possibly find on Amazon, and it is the inflatable football. Now, I had a lot of fun with these as a kid, so I'm hoping this one lives up to that. The packaging is pristine, but you are only paying $1.50, so what do you expect? Right, inflatable football. Maybe let's go inflate it before we judge it. Okay, I'm hoping this pump isn't too powerful for the ball, because the worst case scenario is popping it before I can even have fun with it. So let's check this out. Alright, it's working. Taking longer than I thought. Alright, we have an inflatable football. I mean, I could go outside and test this on the pitch, but let's be real. We all know what an inflatable football does when it's in the elements. It's gonna fly away and I'm not gonna be able to even hit it 20 meters. So let's do what it's meant for, playing inside. As long as your mum's not around, go for your life. Oh, little skills. Alright, bouncy. Oh, push up. Oh, the skill up. I'll tell you what, it's not bad. Let's kick it. Okay, let's maybe not kick it inside. I'm just gonna sit down. I think I scared the hell out of my poor dog who was trying to have a nap on the couch, but might have also put a hole in my wall. These things are a little bit harder than you'd think. For a product coming in at $1.50, it's pretty much exactly what I expected. I may have put a hole in my wall, but I had a lot of fun doing it. So for me, it's a good item. The second of the cheap items coming up next is the nothing. I have been scammed. Or maybe it hasn't arrived yet, but it's been 2 months, so I'm really running out of hope. It was a foam silent football, supposedly meant to be played inside, and it doesn't break things. So I was actually really wanting to test it out, because it could be a bit of fun, but it never came. It was $8, which for a cheap item wasn't that cheap, so it's the easiest bad item you could have imagined. On to the next one. Well, it doesn't get any better, because the next item was one that was gonna actually help me out. My keys were a little bit lonely, and I bought a football key ring. It was a cool little bottle opener, and it's also a man like kicking the ball. Pretty cool. It says it's been delivered. Well, it hasn't. So, second item that never arrived. Maybe purchasing the cheapest items off Amazon isn't a great idea, because so far 2 out of 3 have been lost either in the post or were never sent to me in the first place. So for the second time, it's obviously going into the bad bit. Let's hope we can actually get a product now. The 4th cheap product coming in at $4 is the finger football set. Could be a little fun. It's advertised to obviously play with your family, maybe with your brother. This is the sort of thing that I would have played with my brother growing up. Let's test if it's actually good though. Okay, so the mini football game finger set thing is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. It's pretty cheap and crap. You can have a little bit of fun with it, I guess, if you know, with your sibling playing around, sure, but you're gonna lose this ball within 10 minutes, you're never gonna play it again, and then you're just gonna have a couple plastic bits sitting around your house. The only thing I did have a bit of an idea for, it's actually my birthday in 3 days, and my mum's making a cake, and I thought to myself, hey, you know what? As a little cake topper, not half bad. You know? Because I wanted to do it a couple years ago, get a football cake, but I didn't really have a football cake topper. So somehow, based on the rules, as a technicality, because I'm using it for something that it wasn't meant to be used for, I'm actually gonna keep it. So, good item, I guess. I know you guys are waiting for it. The top 5 most popular Amazon football products. I'm gonna check them out soon. But first, we have the final cheap product, and it is this. I'm gonna let you guys guess for a second what you think this is, because I had no idea. But I can now tell you, it is a football stand, a ball stand thing. I'm assuming for an office setup, for a little, put a ball on a podium, make it look cool. I guess you could kick off it, that would be quite fun, but actually it would be pretty fun. Might be a decent idea. But I was thinking, I have an office. I also have a ball in my office that always rolls off its little perch. So this might actually be exactly what I needed. Give me a minute. I accidentally woke up the dog, but that's okay. We have the 2006 World Cup football that always rolls off and it scares the crap out of me while I'm filming. So, onto the ball stand. Let's put maybe the ball stand down there. Alright, let's have a look here. Oh yeah, that is really good. That's not moving. I'm gonna give you guys a closer look, alright? Tell you what, look at that. That ball, that's not moving. And I think it fits the setup beautifully. Can't really appreciate it from this angle, but that has done exactly what I needed it to do. Not sure what other person is really going to use that. I guess if you want a bit of a decoration in your house, go for it. $10 Australian, pretty cheap, not the cheapest item ever though, but for me, an absolute good item. And I can't put it in the good section because I'm already putting it to use. So, successful mission, and let's get on to the main event. With the first El Clasico just around the corner, the La Liga title race is already starting to heat up. Barcelona are coming off a big defeat to Sevilla, and Real Madrid, despite recently losing the Madrid derby, have reclaimed top spot. And even though this match is held at the Bernabeu, I think Barcelona will get the job done and take home the 3 points. I think players like Yamal and Rafinha just won't be stopped easily. Remitly is the official money transfer partner of La Liga in North America, an app that helps you send money internationally to family, friends, yourself, and even business partners. They offer fast transfers, great exchange rates, no hidden fees, are trusted by millions of people, and serve more than 170 countries worldwide. Click the link below or scan the QR code on screen and use code El Clasico for 15% off your first Remitly transfer when you send more than $50 from the US by November 15. And you'll be entered for a chance to win a 2025-26 jersey from the team you support in El Clasico. The winners will be notified by November 27. See the description for full details, and thank you for Remitly for sponsoring this portion of the video. On to the top 5 most popular Amazon football products. Starting off with number 5, we have the Skills StarKick Solo Soccer Trainer, or to use its full name, the Skills StarKick Solo Soccer Trainer, Entrenador de Fútbol Solo, Entrenador de Fútbol Individual. Right, well it's a ball on a string. It's got a waistband, a string, which looks like it's sort of elastic, connected to a bit of a covering, which obviously you put your ball inside that, and I'm guessing the idea is you kick the ball and it comes straight back to you and you can train on your own. Sounds decent. I'm not gonna be able to test it in here though, so let's get out on the pitch and have a look. So to start with, we've got to get the ball on the string. Have a look, this could be a little bit tedious. We've got the first link, we've got the second link, and the final link. Okay, that's a ball on the string. Now let's get what looks like a waist belt on. Tuck in. Oh no, there's got to be a way to loosen this, surely. This is a bit tight. Okay, there's no way to loosen this. So if you are not a child, or if you do not have a relatively thin waist, this product's not for you. And it's nearly not for me either. Okay, well let's give it a try then. All right, well juggling's okay. I mean, the string sort of gets in your way, but I think the general idea is that the string will keep the ball from getting out of your control so you can train alone and not have to keep getting the ball. All right, maybe juggling is not what this product is meant for. I'm pretty sure it's meant for passing and shooting so that the ball comes back to you after you kick it. Let's give it a go. First try. That comes back with interest. All right. Right, okay, it's a bit hard to judge the ball coming back to you, but that was dangerous. Okay, all right, let's just try normal passing, hey? 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right, the ultimate test. I might regret this. Let's have a shot. Got me a bit tied up, but hey, the string held on. Let's try again, a little bit more power. Oh, that did not feel nice. All right, final try. I'm really gonna try and kick this hard. Ah. Oh, hit me again. This thing's dangerous. One more. Oh. The harder you kick it, the harder it comes back to you. Right, I did not expect this to come with a health hazard. But that nearly took my head off. I guess it does do exactly what it says it would do. It rebounds the ball to you, so that is a positive. It didn't break, which I'll be honest, I was expecting it would, so that's another positive. However, it's a bit limited. You can't juggle and do skill moves because your leg gets tangled up in the rope. You can't shoot because the harder you kick it, the harder it comes back at you. Found that out the wrong way. So really you're restricted to just passing, which is okay if you didn't have a brick wall. If you have a brick wall, just kick the ball against the wall, it'll come back to you even better, and you don't get tangled up in the string. So that's probably a negative. And the other one being, you cannot be, overweight and use this product. Because me, as a relatively skinny man, could barely fit it around my waist. So it's definitely meant for kids or extremely skinny people. So overall, not too bad. It's $15, that's fine, but it's nothing a brick wall can't do. Question is, do I put it in the good bin or the bad bin? It did do what it said it would do, so if you purchase it, it is exactly what you think it's gonna be. But is it useful? $15, it's not that bad, is it? We're gonna be kind to start us off. For the 5th position, the Skills Solo Soccer Trainer, it's going in the good bin. On to the 4th most popular football item on Amazon, and this one's heavy. We have what I think is the Rebounder. Sounds pretty simple, but once again, it's an item I cannot judge while sitting in the chair. So let's get back out onto the pitch and have a look. Here's hoping it's an easy assembly. Okay, I can already tell this is not going to be a quick assembly. Haha! We have connection. No! We have a wrong connection. Haha! We have connection. We have square. We have the first bit of connection. Oh, and now it's just right as I said that. All right, we have a standing structure. We don't have a net on it yet. My finger's stuck. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the last one. Yeah. There we go, the Rebounder. Taking me 25 minutes, but we have success. I can finally test the actual product. Oh, all right, we're learning how it rebounds. Sweet. Poke, back, touch, volley. Ooh. And there's a banger coming now. This is going to be an absolute screamer. Well, it was on target. I need to score a nice goal, you know, I need to get one. Ooh, that was a bullet. Man, I really should have filmed this whole video on the field because it's tiring going back and forth. But anyway, we've had a look at it, we've spent some time, had some shots. What am I thinking? Firstly, let's get the negatives out the way. It takes a long time to get ready, and it really hurt my fingers. So maybe give it to your dad to set up and you just have fun with it. The other negative is it does move when the ball hits it, so it can be slightly annoying. Also, for the ball to bounce back straight at you, you need to hit the middle of the net. And hitting the middle of the net is about a space that big. So your accuracy needs to be really good to be able to do exactly what you want to do with it. On multiple occasions, I missed the net, hit the pole, bounced off, and it was a bit annoying. I had to go get the ball. So, however, overall, I had a lot of fun. It's also an item that's really easy to put away and like store. You fold it up, put it in the garage, no issues at all. Take it out when you want to use it again. It's also very useful for your skills and just having some solo training. Kicking it against this net with a bit of freedom, trying to keep it in the air for as long as you can. I spent way longer than I should have out there just having fun with it. So to be honest, yeah, this one was a lot of fun. It was coming in at $50. I don't know if I mentioned that before. And I think once again, this is going in the good bin. Now for the podium, the top 3 most popular Amazon football products, starting us off with the 3rd position is the fold-up mini goal. Now, it doesn't look like a fold-up mini goal yet because it's still in its box. So let's get out onto the pitch, set it up, test it out, and get back here for the final verdict.
One eternity later.
Yes! Oh my God, I did it. What was I meant to do as well? Oh, I was meant to test the thing. It took me 25 minutes to put it together. It does look solid, but let's get it tested, hey? I am on a synthetic pitch as well, so no need for the hooks, but there are hooks if you do want to put it into grass. Let's see how much this can take though without hooks on a synthetic pitch. Does it work as a goal? Yes, it works as a goal. Look, I mean, there's not really much else you can test this with other than just kicking the ball into it. You're obviously not meant to hit it too hard because it is like a flimsy goal, but you know, when you're playing with your friends, it works. Let's try and get a little trick shot. Damn it. Damn it. Well, let's get some passing, hey? How'd I miss again? Pathetico Madrid, man. Well, I'd say that's about that. Right, so the fold-up mini golf. Let's talk. First up, $56. Australian dollars, but still, not cheap. Secondly, it took half an hour to put together, tediously trying to put all the poles together in position, and then you have to slide it through the netting, and then the poles will come out of position while sliding through the netting, and then after all that, you have to really tightly just about put the poles together, and it does pop up into this beautiful goal, but it is so difficult, and it breaks while it's doing it. It's just really annoying. Once it is a goal, it does the job of a goal. The issue is, you're gonna use this with your mates on a pitch, but it takes half an hour to set up. And it's not like once you've set it up, it's done forever, because you need to put it back in its packaging once you're done, which I can tell you was nearly as difficult as putting it together. So it's about nearly an hour of putting it together and taking it down. And they also give you this flimsy bag, which already has a hole in it. And I can tell you right now, I'm not setting this thing up again. Especially since in my garage, I have a different one that's like a fold-up one that clicks into place like that. Easy as. Clicks up, together, unclips, puts it in a little bag, and you can put it in your backpack and go home. It takes 2 minutes. This was a real pain in my butt. So unfortunately, despite it being a decent goal, its actual function is good. It's just so overcomplicated. It's the first item going in the bad bin. Now we're into the big boys, the top two. And in at number 2, it is the most expensive of the top 5, coming in at $70. It is the Smart Ball by SoccerBot, if I'm not mistaken. Right, this is the packaging it comes in. If you open it up, oh, interesting, it's Velcro. There is this mechanism, and I'm assuming inside there is a ball, and essentially, from what I gather, the mechanism is a defender, and the ball is connected to the mechanism, and you have to try and evade the machine as if it was a defender to work on your close-in skills, and you can use it inside. The idea is, the ball, I use it, this thing chases me, and I need to avoid touching that thing. So it's like a movable defender. Here we go. 2, 1. Oh, come on, where you going? Yeah, come on. Yeah, good. Whoa, okay.
What the dog doing?
Okay. Oh, you got me. No. Damn, it's actually a good defender. Oh, it got me. All right. That was 25 minutes trying to get it all sorted. It took 7 batteries, 4 for the mechanism, both all AA, and then 3 AAA for the actual ball. So that is insane. After pissing me off for 25 minutes, it recovered by being really fun. $70 isn't cheap, but it does exactly what you think it's meant to do. The defender chases you around. You can set 3 different speeds. I put it at the fastest speed, and it touched the ball multiple times. It was actually difficult. It got me sweating a little bit. Slight negative, it did scare the crap out of my dog, but overall a pretty good item. This is going in a good bin. And finally, the number 1, the winner, the most popular football item in the world, according to Amazon, is the indoor training mat. Now this is essentially a mat with a bunch of lines on it that you lay out on the floor, you put the ball down, and you do skill moves on it. From what I gather, you can have someone yelling out a number, and you have to move the ball to that number, or you can do it yourself and try and hit the different numbers. It's talking up a big game. It's the most popular item on Amazon. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. Okay, so I've rolled out the mat. Now let's put it to the test. I assume you just put it at number 1. What? It's just like... We're just like, what are you meant to do? I mean, this is very easy, but I assume it's not... That's not what you're meant to do. Is it just like touch across, ball roll, back, forward, back, touch out, back, down, across, back in? Okay, we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in a big square. All right, 2, 3. It has so much hype, and obviously it's popular. It just didn't seem to work for me. Like, the mat is sort of small, so every touch I was doing was just too heavy and it would go off the mat. I don't know what you're thinking, just improve your first touch. Sure, I think for a kid, for a younger kid, if you're like maybe 5 to 10 years old, maybe 12 years old, maybe not bad. But for a 25-year-old guy with fully grown legs, it was a little bit small for me. And am I the only one having the thought that you could replicate this by putting some tape down on the ground? $30 isn't bad, it's not a ridiculously expensive item, but I don't think it's very necessary. Having played with the smart ball, I would choose the smart ball for fun and training any day of the week over this. Number one item, most popular football product on Amazon, I think it's going in the bad bin. And that brings us to the end of the video. A little bit of a mixed one from Amazon today. Some were really good and enjoyable, others let me down a little bit. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of these testing videos, and let me know what product you thought was the best. I'll see you guys next time.